In this lesson, we are going to test the auth middleware. There's a lot to learn here. First, let's have a look at the middleware. This auth middleware checks the body of the request, the header or the query to see if there's an access token. If there is, it verifies this access token using jwt.verify. It gets the payload and it tries to find a valid user from our database with this payload. If it does, then it sets the request authenticated user on the object, and then it calls next. But if any of these processes fail, then it returns a 401 status code with a message. Now this is probably one of the most important middleware you're going to have in your applications, where you're trying to make sure that people without access do not get access. For example, imagine if the next function was called when the user was not permitted. The user can get access to do anything in the application. So let's get started. In the test, we're going to add a new middleware folder. And for us to do this really fast, I'm going to copy everything in the users.spec, and then I'll create a new file called auth.spec.js and paste that in. Now we need a database connection. That's why we have before all and after all. That's because in our auth middleware, we are trying to find the user from the database, right? We also need to set the environment to node. We don't need bcrypt.js for this test, so I'll get rid of that. We also need the config and the JWT. Okay, so we're going to rename this to the auth middleware. And I'll let this right here because we also need a test user. Then I'll clean up our test cases. And as usual, after all, we will close the Mongoose connection. Now, how do we test this? It should call the next function if authentication is successful. We already have a newly created user. We need to generate a valid JSON Web Token for this user. Then we are going to mock the request and place it in the request as our access token. Let's have a look at the middleware again so you understand more. The request object is expected to have a body and have an access token. So we need to pass in a valid access token if we are trying to test the success case. Then that user must exist in the database so that when this step of the validation process is going through, the database is going to return that user. So here I'm going to say constant access token is equal to created user.generate token. And this is an instance method that is going to generate a token for us. Then I'll create a request object. You'll have a body property, and I'll pass the access token in there. Now I need to also mock the response object. For that, I'll go to my login.spec and copy the mock we already have for now, because this is becoming a lot of duplication. We're going to have a separate lesson to refactor all of this, like the after all and the before all, and also the response object we just copied. So I'll place that there, and then for our response, we're going to have a new response. Now we also need to know if the next function was called, so we are going to mock it. So just.fn. Finally, we need to await the auth middleware. And yeah, I just remembered we haven't imported it. So at the top, we want to import the auth middleware from middleware/auth. Okay, so not forgetting to make sure this it function is an async function. So we would pass in the request, the response, and the next function. And now we expect that next was called. Okay, so let's run this test. And we have a successful test. Let's break this down. First, we generated a valid access token for this user. We set it to the request body, and then we created a new response. We created a new mock next object, and then we passed all that to the auth middleware, and the next function was successfully called, which means that validly authenticated users can have access to the application when they go through the auth middleware. Now, let's add another test case. Should return a 401 if authentication fails. This would be an async function. So how do we want this to look? The first thing is to mock our request object. In this case, the body is going to be empty, which means no access token. The next thing we're going to do is mock our response, which is going to be a new instance of the response class. Then we need spies so that we can be able to know exactly if the status method was called with a 401. So I'm going to create a status spy. Jest.spyOn. We'll pass in the object it's supposed to spy on and the name of the method. We'll also create a JSON spy. Jest.spyOn.json. Finally, we'll create a next method, which is jest.fn. Now we are going to await auth middleware, and we'll call the auth middleware with request, response, and next. For our assertions, we are going to expect next to have been called times 0. And this is making sure that the next function was never called. Really important, so that we know that the user does not have access. Secondly, we are going to expect that the status spy was called with a 401, so that we know that the user receives a 401. Then if we check our auth middleware, it has a message called unauthenticated. So we can also expect that from the JSON spy. So expect that the JSON spy was called with an object with message of unauthenticated. Now let's run a test. Great, we have a successful test. And that's how easy it is to test our authentication middleware.